game. How does it feel now you've had a little bit of time to reflect?
Well, obviously we were disappointed with the outcome, but in terms of the second half performance and how we went about it, they're the positives that we take from there. And obviously every game brings learning, and we've taken the learning, and obviously now we take that into the next game.
And how excited are you to get back to the FA Cup on Monday?
Well, the FA Cup special I've had from when my first memory of the FA Cup, I think, was when I was 7. Manchester United, Arsenal. I think Arsenal won 3-2. Alan Sunderland scored, and then went out and played the game straight away as a kid. Picked the ball up and went out and recreated the FA Cup final, and that was my first memory. And then, from my point of view as a manager, I've had some great experiences in, knocking out Premiership teams in terms of Stoke City at the time under Mark Hughes, and Swansea under Gary Monk, and we were a Championship team, and then taking Manchester City under Pellegrini to a replay. Got hammered in the replay, but they're memories that stay with you for the rest of your life. And then the following year we took Liverpool to a replay in the quarterfinals, and they're, like I say, still talk to people, still speak to the staff when you catch up with them, and they all talk about that. So they're the memories that this competition creates, and that's what we've been talking to the players about, is that we want to try and get as far as we possibly can and create those memories. Now, we do know that on Monday night, Brackley will have that same mindset, and we've paid them the utmost respect. I went and watched them myself personally, like I did against St Albans, and they've got some experienced players in their squad. One of them I signed, Michael Nottingham. I took him out of non-league and put him into the league football with Blackpool. Great lad, and now he's back, in the National League. So it'd be good to catch up with him. But I'm aware, and the players will be aware of the challenge that lies ahead.
Yeah, St Albans was a very dominant display from your side. How important is it mentally to approach this game properly?
Well, it's like any game. We prepare properly. We paid, like I just said there, we prepare, pay them the utmost respect. We know we're going to their ground and their pitch, and we have to be ready for that, and we will be with the work that we've done with the players.
What do you expect from Brackley Town? How different is the football at their level to yours?
Well, it's an FA Cup time, like we just said. Form for both teams goes out the window. It's a special occasion, and I'm led to believe the draw will be done before the game starts, so that will create a little bit for both teams as well. And it's about us just going out and following what we're good at and doing it and carrying on doing it. Like I say, the second half performance, the number of chances we created, the threat we are from set plays, and then adding the learning and being, we've displayed many times this season already. Brad Collins has got quite a lot of clean sheets for us, and being that difficult to break down again.
Yeah, you spoke on Monday about maybe Jack Newell's chance at the end, that experience maybe lacked. Is this game an opportunity for the younger lads to knock on your door and say, I want some game time?
Well, as we currently stand, we're not the biggest of squads anyway this season, and we had a bad week in terms of the loss of Charlie, in terms of the loss of the captain Dokes, and then obviously Seb as well. And if you add that on to some of the other injuries that we've got, it leaves us stretched. But what that does do is it provides opportunities for others to step up. Jack only went on the pitch for a couple of minutes, but got presented with a wonderful opportunity. But we've seen this season in this FA Cup and the trophy as well, that we're not afraid to put the young lads in.
And in terms of those injuries, how are Charlie and Dokes at the moment?
Yeah, Charlie had his operation on Monday. All's gone really well with that. The timeline in that sense, there's not going to be anything added extra. So we don't specify it's going to be, 10 weeks, 11 weeks, 12 weeks. But, we're not rushed that. He will be ready when he's ready. Knowing Charlie as we do, that he'll be working his socks off to get back.
And obviously in this winter run of games, do you like the nature of them, that you don't have too much time to think, or is it you'd rather take a little bit more time over each game?
I think when you've got good numbers, you don't mind the games coming as thick and fast, but obviously then sometimes when your numbers are stretched, it's good to have a little bit of a Saturday to Saturday, but we know that we're not going to get that over this busy schedule, and we accept that, and it's part of it, and we get on with it, and whoever's fit, available, we know that they will go out and run their hardest, and that's all we can ask.
And not only that, but this month sees the start of AFCON, and Toby Simic probably likely to get called up for Uganda. How big is that for him?
I mean, from a personal level, it's massive for him, and we're absolutely delighted. It's increased our fan base with the Ugandan people, and you know, on a serious note, he's going to go and play against some top players, and that can only be good for his development, and obviously then the learning that he takes from that, he brings back to us.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you.